Hi, so today I've been really fortunate to be joined by Larry Levine. Larry is a speaker, he's an international speaker, he is a co-founder of a podcast, he's an author, he is also a coach and sales expert, ex-sales expert, and God, I don't know what else, Larry, what else have you done? And thank you for joining me. It's a great pleasure to have you talk to me, and I just want to share with everybody that Larry has this great book, and this is the reason that I wanted to share this platform with him today, so that it gives you an opportunity to get insight into Larry, his messages, and just to see if this is something that you're interested in. I am certainly. So I hope you enjoy the chat. Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. I just, oh my gosh, I just speak my mind. I get in trouble sometimes, but you know what? I just said, I speak what other people think about, but they don't have enough kahunas to say. How's that?
So I love that. Well, this is the reason, guys, this is the reason I wanted to talk to Larry, because it's about being genuine. Now, how many times have I harped on my videos about be genuine, be yourself? And Larry, that's what I've loved about your messages, on LinkedIn, and everything you're saying. You put out a message the other day about social media selling and people saying cold calling is dead. Stop saying cold calling is dead, because cold calling can't die.
Well, oh my God.
Do it.
Okay, you're really going to start firing me up, and it's too early in the morning my time to do that. Now, if it was your time, then I say I'm closer to having an adult beverage in my hand, then it really wouldn't matter.
So next time we have to do that then.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the point: is this is what drives me absolutely freaking insane.
Yeah.
Is why do we have to call it cold calling? Why do we have to call it prospecting? It's just developing your business is what we have to do. I don't care what the hell you call this, right?
I like calling it.
Let's just stop it. Let's just agree to stop it, right? Salespeople just have to prospect for business. They have to develop their business. They have to develop their pipeline. It's just a play on words, right? Let's just stop the cold calling banter. It's just, people go, well, because people want to talk about it. I said, well, yeah, they do, but you're just confusing the shit out of people, right? Let's just call it business development, right?
Yes.
Let's just call it what you're supposed. Let's just call it what you're supposed to do. Like it's part of what your job is.
Yeah.
There's many different ways to reach out and develop business. And you got to use all the platforms that are there. And it's not one versus the other, not one better than the other. It's not one's dead, one's not dead. We got to stop it.
I know.
And sometimes I get roped into responding to these messages, and I get fired up for the rest of the day, and it just pisses me off. But I go, we just have to stop the BS on this stuff.
I know.
Yeah, people want to talk about it because, all these bozos are bringing it to the surface.
And we know which bozos we're talking about, don't we, Larry?
I'm not naming names because that's just not me.
No, but hey, look, I'm with you. I mean, I'm a cold caller. I've built my whole business. My 10 years of my business success has been on the back of cold calls. I have picked up the phone, made calls, got through to the right people, been able to make appointments, go there. The traditional sense of selling. I didn't have the beauty of social media when I first started. I don't think many of us did. And, it's a wonderful tool. The phone is a tool, just like the internet is a tool. And one of my responses to some of those posts has always been, it can't die. Cold calling can't die. It's an activity. It's only dead when you don't know how to do it effectively.
Well, okay. Oh man. Okay, so here we go. This is my take.
I've got you.
And this is, oh my, you wound me up like a top on a Friday. But so here's the deal. And this is where I respond to it, and I will hold true to it until somebody can prove otherwise. And I think healthy banter and healthy conversation is great, because the one thing we can agree on is that we can all agree to disagree, and that's okay.
Yeah.
For certain things. But to me, it doesn't really matter where we're at, you know, some other platform's going to come along later. To me, it's conversation. The reason why these people are saying cold calling's dead and there's moratoriums on cold calling and all this stuff, right? Is because sales reps suck at driving a conversation. If you can open a genuine conversation, you're not a sales sleazeball, people will want to talk to you. And it's that simple. It's the art of the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not the art of the manipulation. And to me is, social selling and all the buzzwords, right? Has social played an important part in my life and helped me be successful as a sales rep? Yes, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
But it's the evolution of where we're at. Technology has allowed that to happen.
Yes.
And I'm not dissing it, and I'm not saying, hey, it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
But in order to use all the tools correctly, you have to learn how to converse with people, because I can hide behind social all day long. I could become a keyboard warrior all day long, but at a certain point in time, I have to speak to somebody. I have to, whether that's through Zoom, whether it's through Skype, whether it's through the phone, whether it's through face-to-face, at a certain point in time, I got to put eyeball to eyeball with somebody. Or I got to put phone to ear. And if I barf and puke on myself because I don't know how to drive a conversation, then all the social in the world is not going to do me any good.
Exactly.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make with this is, does social work in 2018 and beyond? Yes, if it's done correctly.
Yeah.
But you know, and that's the point, is that, you know, everyone's saying, well, the millennials this, the millennials that. It's a generational thing. I don't care if you're 20 years old or you're 50 years old, is you got to leverage technology to the best of your ability in order to drive a great conversation.
Yes.
So the reason why our younger generation chooses to use, you know, technology to drive conversation, it's quick, short, and all that.
Yeah.
But where I'm concerned with is, what's their level of business acumen? How can they drive a healthy business conversation in a sales role, if that's the role that they choose to be in?
Yeah.
And that's where my concern is.
Yeah.
And the reason why some of this shit, sorry for the expression, is dead is because nobody wants to coach to it anymore.
Yeah.
And it just dies because people suck at driving a conversation. Now you got me wound up, so sorry.
I love it. Larry, we could carry on, because this is exactly what I'm always talking about. Get on the phone, have a conversation, talk to people. Even if you are, you know, connecting with them on LinkedIn, you still, as you quite rightly said, you still have to at some point have that conversation. So, you know, these are tools. This is what I keep saying. You can't say something is dead. It's an activity. The phone is the tool for the activity. You're the driving force. You're the one that makes it happen. And if you choose not to make it happen, then for you, it's dead.